Close to the weekend. Selena Crockett, 100.7 LEV. Wow, it's cold. My alarm went off in my car with a big snowflake icon that shows up on the dashboard, letting me know might be icy out there. My car does not like it if the temperature drops below 40 degrees. So it was warning me because we had a frost warning for overnight. And I saw people out. I was like, why does everyone have plastic bags out? And they're covering their flowers. It's late May and people are covering their flowers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I felt like last night, Savvy ended up coming into our room at one point, and I remember thinking, like, man, I'm like really cozy in here. Well, I found out why. Come downstairs. Kate has 3 windows in her office downstairs and left them all open yesterday. So it was freezing downstairs. And typically our room runs warm. So like even when the air is on, like our room for some reason is kind of the last one to get air up there. And I just felt snug as a bug in a rug last night. And I came downstairs and it was 59 degrees in the
Oh,
house.
oh, it was trying to catch up.
Right.
So you
Right.
were warm.
So
But
I had to put
everything
the
else.
heat on. I put the heat on when I came
Yeah.
downstairs this morning because I didn't want them to be cold.
Yeah.
But then I walked down barefoot and my feet hit the floor and the floor is freezing. I'm like, oh,
Wow.
what? Yeah, it was cold today.
How the flowers look outside. Do you have any flowers outside? I made sure to bring in the potted plants, the Mother's Day plants. Thankfully, I remembered that.
I did not notice anything about the flowers outside.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
but yeah,
this,
I mean, it's a cold morning. Yeah, that's what happens.
that is beautifully, this beautiful flowering hedge in the front, like these hot pink flowers. They're gorgeous. And I'm like, I just don't have a plastic bag big enough to cover that. So wishing you luck, crossing my fingers. I'm not coming home to dead flowers later today. I couldn't see either. It was too dark to see if they survived it. Ah, by the way, we're on Facebook right now as you're watching us. Hello. This is a scam, a scam alert because it's happening right here on social media. You really got to be aware of what's happening. If you get this message, this is just the meanest thing ever. If you get the message that says, look who died in an accident, I think you knew him. Right? What do you want to do? It's like preying on your emotion. You want to run to it immediately, like, oh my gosh, who is it? Who is it? And you wind up clicking on it. Chances are it's going to tell you to sign back into Facebook because it looks like you were disconnected. It's a scam. It's a phishing scam. It brings you to a page. You don't realize it, but it's bringing you to a page where you're giving all your information. It's a scam. You thought it was from a friend. The friend didn't even know they sent it to you. They were hacked. So if you see that, don't click on that message. You're
I
stealing
actually
your
just got one
information.
recently on Instagram from a radio friend that was like, "Hey, I'm up for I'm nominated for something and need votes. Can you check this out?" And I was like, "Sure, of course." And then clicked on it, and the first thing it does is it gives you this like log out screen and tells you to log back in. And I was like, that ain't it. So I had
Oh,
to tell them they were hacked
no.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. How many times do you think we've seen stuff like that? I didn't even realize it.
yeah.
Yeah, even text messages now I'm getting. Yesterday, I got this message. Lisa is getting married tomorrow. Are you going to the wedding?
Are you?
Which is funny because it's wedding season, right?
Lisa's going to be upset if you're not there today.
So the thought is I'm supposed to reply to it. Who? Who are you
Sure, it's
talking about?
supposed to get you in like a and then
Yeah. And they're like, well, no, didn't you get they're probably going to send me the invitation next. Well, this is the invitation. You didn't get it. And they want you to click on the invitation. I'm predicting that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm reading it right here. So just be
speaking of reading things, you got some cards on the back of that phone. Why don't you read us your numbers so we make sure that nobody takes them?
it's covered. Although my son was looking at my phone and he pulled like by accident. Somehow all the cards went flying out.
They're snug in those things, man. They get snug in there. Kelly, good morning. Tori, good morning. RL, good morning. Tori, yeah, crazy scams. Yeah, it stinks. People stink.
Yeah.
There's stinky
Yeah.
people out there, and that stinks.
Mhm.
But
Like, you gotta be alert. It's so easy to fall victim to that. Because I've done it through work. I've had to take remedial courses because I've fallen for the scam, and I thought I was pretty good at it, and I fell in for the scam where I'll get that email that says, "Hey, they're changing our policy for vacation time. Please click here to approve
Sure.
your vacation." And I clicked on it
Yeah.
because don't take my vacation days. And it was a scam. It was a test scam.
Yeah.
So I
Which
had to
I
go to
think is starting to
detention.
backfire because I feel like we get, I'm sure every company gets a lot of those emails. And now I just immediately flag them. I just report them. So there's probably, I'm waiting for an actual email from corporate at some point to be like, hey, do you want to tell us your address? Or and I'll be like, no, how do I know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. You're never gonna get a vacation. I'm
What a
scared. I'm
world.
scared to like type my vacation in now. I'm never taking off just in case.
You heard
Just
it
to
here,
make up for
folks. I'm going to write down that date.
it. I will be off on Tuesday. Okay. Hey, coming up, we have a big week ahead of us. We're getting ready to help out the Boys and Girls Club of Bethlehem.
Yeah, so we were there for Earth Day not too long ago, and great people over there. And one of the things that they were doing was repainting their basketball courts out back. Beautiful outdoor courts. The problem is the actual hoops themselves are not in good shape, and so they've done this great job painting this court. But as we were back there, you and I were talking, I was like, you can't even play basketball back here. So I'm ready to embarrass myself, and I'm going to be shooting free throws at the Boys and Girls Club next Thursday morning during our show for 1 hour, trying to raise some money to help replace the basketball rims out there just in time for when the kids get done school. So we've got our big 6-10 day initiative here with our company Cumulus, where we're trying to give back to the Lehigh Valley. Kids are done school on the 9th of June. I'm hoping by the 10th of June, we've raised enough money to get the rims in so that by the time school
Yeah.
ends, those kids can have a place to play. A lot of
That's
pressure though, because rims ain't cheap. And if daddy's not shooting well,
I'll help. I'll be there to help. I hope it doesn't take away. I hope it doesn't make it like negative.
yeah, like we decided we're just going to close the doors on this place. There's just no coming back from this. But next Thursday morning, so we're working on all those details. We'll give them as they're completely ironed out once I know they're ironed out. But it sounds like we've got some folks who are going to match dollars for buckets. Every basket they're going to match with $1 to help us fix those outdoor courts just in time for the kids when school's done, which is pretty
How
cool. So.
many buckets do you think you'll be able to make?
I don't know, Selena. I think about it in my head. The way I look at it is if I shoot for an hour, two baskets an hour, I think I can do better than 3 baskets an hour. I think I can do better than 4 baskets an hour. You're probably, you know, right about that. Maybe I'm trying not to
You
set
don't
the
think you'll
expectation
get
too
more? Wait,
high.
these are free throws. This is
Oh,
okay.
okay. I'm talking to Michael Jordan over here.
All
Do we
right,
have to?
listen,
Yes,
we
we
have
got to
to
go.
run, but everyone have a wonderful Thursday.